Hello, hello. It's Virgo season. So jazzed. Fun fact, my rising sign, my ascendant is Virgo. So I literally live for these signs. We just came out of Leo season, right? The fire element, the heat. And now we've come into Virgo, which is an air quality. Air energy typically associates to the mind, our mentality, our intellect, our mental patterns, and that's kind of the stuff we work on in yoga. It's actually also ruled by Mercury, Virgo is, and so the planets and the signs are associated or linked, and Mercury happens to rule two signs, but Virgo is one of them. It feels at home in that space, and so this week we're talking about Budha, and Budha is Mercury, and the planet in form in the ancient lineage, and also Mercury represents communication, and that's right on with the Virgo qualities. And so how do we communicate, use our intellect out in the world? And Buddha leads us to that. So my mom would tell me, like when I was a kid, in Gujarati, we say buddhi is for brain, like our buddhi vapar, are you using your intellect, your ability to use your mind as you do things, and that is the pose, and that's what we're working on this week. And so Marichyasana 3 is, or the third variation, is a deep twist. And why like brain and mental stuff when we're working the twist? Well, the neat thing is that we have millions of neurons in our guts, right? It's one of the places in which we connect to our, really quickly, our mind, our brain, through our nervous system, picks up information. The vagus nerve quickly shoots up, jolts up knowledge. It doesn't necessarily have to travel through the endocrine system, the hormones, to inform the brain. So gut instinct. And this sign in the body represents astrology. We take each of the signs, and it's associated and linked to body parts. And it happens to be linked to the nervous system and the intestines. So look at us. Put it in a packet, or tie it up, or wrap it in a bow and offer it up to you. So we're talking Mercury, mental intellect communication. We're talking about the gut, listening to our gut, bringing things out and working them through. So we might, get the murky, what's stuck and lingering, release those patterns. So we might see what new things turn up or create for us. You're like, okay, so when are we learning about the pose? I'm going to suggest having a block today. The pose is a big twist. Okay, you'll have one leg extended. I like measures, so I take two fists. I place one fist between my thigh, thumb down, and my foot, and then one fist with my thumb between my heel and my butt. So I measure up. Typically, I'm a big measure person, and then you might have a block behind you. You'll flex your extended toes back. You'll wrap your arm around your leg. So you're twisting towards your bent knee. Give yourself a nice big hug. And want you to sit up tall. So in this case, my right knee and my left nipple are really close together. We're working into the twist. I'm going to keep my spine long. The tendency might be to like lean back and dump, and then my heel will come up. So I want you to really think about planting into the earth, intellectually using your body and the ground beneath you to move through this, really figure out how you want to ring out, giving us a little perspective here. So my right foot, my bent knee, the split presses down. My left femur is coming in towards my hip, and my toes are back. Now you might take this even a little deeper. Reach your opposite arm up. So my right knee's bent, my left arm reaches, and you can hook left elbow across that right thigh. Some of you might practice this with the bind. You have to bend the elbow back and down, and maybe that right arm can wrap back and around with your left leg extended. You're twisting here. You can also just take this into a deep twist. Maybe move your back arm a little further back so you can rotate and spiral, really bringing from the gut up and out through the crown, activating that entire nervous system resting in your spine. So that's a big twist. Make sure you find a neutral in between. Maybe you'll give it a wiggle, a jiggle, and then use props if they feel good. Maybe a strap feels available to you, a belt, a towel. You can use those to kind of find a little leverage against yourself. That Marichyasana 3, Budha, the representation of Mercury, our intellect, our mind, the thing we're working on as we keep coming back to our mats. So hopefully some of this translates, and I'll see you all so soon.